What's up, Panther fans? You know what this is. Panthers are 89. Man, it's feeling like it's been a long time since we've had a game. So by the time we play Sunday, you're looking at 10 days. We'll see what Matt Rule's got coming off of half of a bye week. I don't have a lot of high expectations for this game. If he can pull this one out, it's a bit of a miracle, and I have to give a lot of credit. I'm not very optimistic going into this one against Dallas. Multitude of reasons on that. Main reason being our health. This is a game that I think was possibly winnable if we had some of our key guys. This is a game where you really need Christian McCaffrey. The Dallas Cowboys defense is, I don't know what to make of it quite yet. They, got lit up by Tampa Bay, but, who doesn't? And then they play really well against the Chargers, and then they killed the Eagles, but I think still gave it like 21. So they've been pretty solid defense, but they are not great against the run. I know they've had some injuries on their defensive front, and that's a place where I think we really could have exploited them. Now McCaffrey, I don't know how much we're going to be able to do there. And then also our secondary is, beyond banged up at this point. Especially J.C. Horn being out, that's an absolute killer. We did trade for C.J. Henderson, which may mean this might be the end for Dante Jackson after this year, but we'll see. I don't, having too many corners is never a bad thing. So, yeah, health-wise, it's not looking good for us. But the one thing we do have going for us is we are on a long week, and Dallas is on a short week. They played Monday, so we do have the advantage there. It wouldn't shock me by any means if we won this game, because I think Dallas is probably a fraud. They've looked really good this year, don't get me wrong, but you never know with the Cowboys, because every year they are the most hyped up piece of shit in the whole entire league. And sometimes they're really good. It's just kind of hard to tell sometimes how good they are, because everybody's always blowing smoke. It's like they could be 4-6, and everybody's like, oh, can the Cowboys still make the Super Bowl? It's like, no, they can't even make the fucking playoffs. But this year seems like a pretty good team. The NFC least, they are a horrible division as usual, so it looks like they might be winning that. Honestly, score prediction wise, this game, I think you might see a little bit of a lower scoring game. I could see us losing this maybe like 20-14. But again, it wouldn't surprise me if we won. But the only way we're going to do that is we have to somehow limit Dak Prescott in the passing game. And our defensive front is going to have to hold their own and be able to stop the run with just 4, period. They gotta control the line of scrimmage up front and allow our defensive backs and linebackers to be able to play well. And even, that may even mean dropping 8 and only rushing 3. I think the biggest problem we're going to have in this game is getting off the field on third down. That's where we're going to, I think, really struggle. These injuries are huge. Like, I don't know if people understand how much of the game that's going to affect, because only is it, okay, now J.C. Horn, which is pretty much your number one corner, right, goes out of the game. Everyone has to slide up one. Your 2 is your 1, your 3 is your 2, and your 4 is your 3. And you're talking about C.J. Henderson, which we just traded for. He is going to play, but that's a whole new playbook, right? So unless you tell him, hey, go out there, you got, 15, 20, 30, whatever, he's matched up against, 80, wherever, you tell him, hey, man up against this guy. And I'm throwing crazy numbers out because, my God, I cannot tell what position anybody is anymore with the NFL's new numbers. I do not like it because I don't know it, but I'm sure after a few years it will just be like old times. But I really wish they would go back to, your standard selection numbers for positions. But unless they're telling him to do that, that's a lot to learn in a few days. So we'll see how it goes. I'm very interested. If we somehow come out on top on this game, I'm gonna have to really reevaluate this team and reconsider maybe Sam Darnold actually isn't that bad, and that was just all the Jets. And maybe we got some more gems than we kind of thought. I mean, I don't know. I think really highly of this team outside of Sam Darnold. I don't believe in him one bit, and I think really highly outside of him. So I take for instance, I think you put Patrick Mahomes on this team. Hey, we're winning the Super Bowl, right? So I don't know. We'll see what happens come Sunday, and let's beat America's team come Sunday because fuck that team. So I think that's about all for this video. So thanks for watching, and go Panthers.